Again, I was just talking about employees, right? Cam just texted me, said he can't make it. He don't have a ride. Okay, y'all, let me get back on. I got to make some calls real quick. Now, wasn't I just talking about labor and the reason why I'm still in the truck? And see, it upsets me that, Cam called out. But what do I expect? I got to look in the mirror. What do I expect? He's a kid. He's not in control of his ride. Like I've talked about, and last week I was praising him for overcoming all the ride stuff. And then like tomorrow, he won't be working either. Well, Ray, that's wrong. You're doing that man wrong. No, because I promised Phil he could work tomorrow. And if Phil works today, then we're going to set up for tomorrow too. I got to, because I don't know what Cam's going to do. And I know for a fact, Phil's not going to be available Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. See, all these things in your head you got to be thinking about when you're me. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying it's the reality of what I'm going through out here, dude. It's like, oh my God, man, are you serious right now? Okay, so let's stop the presses. So let's think about what we need to do here. I don't really need to wait on Phil to get here. I can go on and go and just leave him the key to the other truck. And then he can come to the addresses I'm at. It's going to cost me a lot more today, though, because I have to pay Phil more. Phil knows more. Phil can drive the other truck. So we need to incorporate another yard in order for me to cover that expense. Some people cover their expenses monthly. I cover mine every day. I want to make sure my expenses are I like to see the bottom line every day. I don't, look up at the end of the month and hope I made money. I monitor it every day. So then my brain's just saying, okay, what can you do during this time right here, Ray, to maximize efficiency? You got a nail in your tire right here, Ray. You might need to take this 30 minutes going up to the tire shop and go and let them fix that tire while you're waiting on Phil. Or, Ray, you need to go on and get started and then have Phil come out. But I got to move everything around now. So let me put the keys to the other truck in the other truck so Phil can just get in the other truck and follow and come to the job. Or whatever job we got. I only got like 8 or 9 on the list. It's not. But 3 of them are $120 ones. So glad I got that trailer fixed. So, but this is atypical of what I go through, and I know that I'm not the only one to go through this. And what it does, y'all, is it makes you skittish. It creates doubt in your brain, about growing. And that's been the what's tugging me down as I'm trying to evolve and grow. I keep getting snatched back by stuff like this. Not just today, not just the money that we're going to make or break today or whatever, but the trusting the judgment of the help. And it's like, as soon as you think you done broke new ground, you get this on a Monday. Go figure. Well, I don't know how to make a job a priority. But when in Cam's situation, it's my fault. It's simply my fault. There's no other way to say it, because I knew when I hired him that he didn't have a ride. So this week he's not going to be able to work because I can't trust that he's going to show up. So I can't put the businesses in the hands of a 16-year-old. my income in the hands of a 16-year-old for today and tomorrow. So today and tomorrow, me and Phil are going to take care of it. And then, you know, I'm so glad that I got Phil coming to work, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. But one thing that, you know, that this kind of thing does, it makes you super resourceful. Ray, you going to punish Cam? No, well, we can call it whatever you want to call it. But I know I got Phil. I know Phil can work tomorrow. Phil's scheduled to work tomorrow, not today. So we'll let Phil get 2 days in. I can't, you know, I can't even be mad at nobody but my damn self, man. And it seems like every year, this is the kind of thing that happens. But I used to get, you see how, I don't know, if you look back at some of the videos that I used to have with Zach and Bo and Drew and Dylan and all these guys that I've had out here, if you look back at some of those videos, you'll see how, I want to choke somebody out, man. Not no more. I gave up on that. I gave up on the it will break your will. I know it sounds dramatic, and you know, but it will break your freaking will for sure. So so now I got, you know, and good thing that I'm super familiar. See, I couldn't imagine being new in this game, right? Oh, put on my work hat. I couldn't imagine being new in this game and going through this, because you got to flip and making money. You got to make money too, and so you're having to flip everything around. That's what you get, Ray. That's exactly what you get, man. Dude, you're right. So we got a big one that we cut. And we cut it every 2 weeks. And I'm probably just going to send Phil that address. And then I'll go do this small one and meet him over there at that big one. At least then we are moving, you know, forward. But I'm not really worried about getting everything done, because now that, and that's why I'm able to do the video this morning, I'm not in a hurry or nothing, because, well, we're going to be running the second truck too. And that makes you, you know, super efficient. I mean, I'll probably be, we'll get started an hour later, and I'll probably be able to incorporate 2 more properties on the day. So, but I got to, because I got to run the other truck and I got to pay Phil a little more. It's worth it. But what would I do if my density wasn't really good, which takes years to build? What would I do if I had 18 lawns on to today? What would I do? I'll tell you what I'd do. The same exact thing. How can you not? I would have to do what we can do. I would have to move some things around, and I would have to, you know, well, do what I got to do. I need to do. See, having Cam out here ties my hands just a little bit. We should be able to do a lot more. See, I can't. Another thing I don't really like about this situation here, other than the obvious, is I ain't planning for the second truck out here today. And the reason why I didn't is because I'm trying to, you know, give Cam time, give Phil time, and try to, you know, Cam could have worked all 5 days, but now he's only going to work 3. That's wrong, Ray. That's wrong. No, I gotta make sure I get these. I'm super profitable the first 2 days of the week this week, because I don't know if Cam will be able to come tomorrow. So if I tell Phil no, and then Cam don't show up, then what? No, I ain't doing that. I'll see Cam on Wednesday. If you don't like it, then he ain't got to come in. Me and Phil could do enough in Monday and Tuesday to where I don't even need help on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I can move things around. And I can't express enough. This is exactly why I run out of work. Well, damn, that don't make sense, right? But this is why I run out of work, because I can't take on more customers because I got this kind of thing going on at least once every couple of weeks. And it's been like that the whole time I've been in business. It's sad when the most reliable guy I've ever had out here is Zach. Not because he wanted to work or because he was a great guy, because he kept his money so messed up that he had to work every day because he couldn't hold a dollar. And that's why, if that's what your employee is doing, because he can't hold a dollar, then it's just a matter of time before all that blows up. But see, I'm having to I'm trying to give you guys real content about the thinking process on what I'm thinking about right at this very moment when a guy does the calls out. After I done printed the list and after I talked to him last night and everything. You can't tell me you're coming to work at 9 o'clock at night and then the next morning talking about I can't come to work. Well, Ray, Cam ain't in control of his ride. Me neither. But I don't know if they thought that I was going to go out there and get him, and I'm not doing that. That's got to be something that where, well, if I'd have known last night, then I moved the schedule around and I might have been able to do that. I'm not driving 15 miles, 20 miles out of my way to go get a guy and then see what happens when if you start doing that on the reg, it's going to be expected. And then the little birdie in your head says, well, damn, all I got to do is go get him. And that ain't, Well, damn, Ray, that's wrong, man. You don't even go get your guy? No, I ain't. Because I know how these guys think. And once you start doing that, it becomes expected. And then once it's expected, then nobody makes an effort to get him to work. It's all on me. I ain't doing that. I learned that years ago. If you lived right here somewhere, it wouldn't be a big deal. Out of my way, out in the freaking boonies. If I was going out there to do that big one out there in Gay, Georgia, then I would pick him up. But I'm not. So, well, you need to get to going, dog. Quit yakking on the camera. Not really. Waiting on Phil to return the text, so he knows that I know that he knows. So, but this is the thinking that I'm going through right now, and this is the thinking that I hope a lot of guys don't have to go through, but I know they do. I know they do. Okay, y'all, I got to turn the camera off. I got to move things around, and yeah, so. Okay, y'all, so I got a plan in place, and yeah. I guess somehow, some way, to all the haters, I guess this is my fault, right? It's my fault that Cam didn't come to work. It's my fault that I'm juggling around. I'm out here doing the best I can based on what I know at the moment. I mean, I thought I crossed all my T's, dotted my I's, and, called Cam last night, actually talked to him. Yeah, we're good. I'm fitting to go to bed now, and all that. And here we are. And this is why, right here, right now, this is why guys go solo. And this is what I am saying to Jay when he starts dealing with employees. Glad I didn't set up a bunch of work. I'm glad we're not like on the Fayetteville route. I mean, I guess I got lucky, It's just so freaking, yeah. And if you look across YouTube land to real guys that are really in business, they're going through the same thing. It's the same shit. That's why I hired Phil. So for all you guys saying, why'd you hire Phil? You're doing Cam wrong. Back when I did that, this is exactly why. exactly why. Roy, don't tear none up. Watch yourself. Fucking ugly, man. It plays on you, man. These guys ain't gonna, you know, labor ain't gonna never let you make top dollar. It just ain't. I mean, I can't, you know, what do I do, man? What do I do? That way, best I can, like always.
All right, sounds good, Ray.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
see you. Bye.
Yep. So, it's gonna work out about right. When I pull up over there, Phil ought to be. Well, if he's on his way to my house now, I'll probably take him 20 minutes to get to my house, 25 minutes to get to my house, then another 15 minutes to get to the job, another 10 or 15 minutes to string the weed eater and weed eat. Bam. So it's 8:47 right now. By 9:30, I should be headed over there. This job right here is going to be pretty quick. It hasn't rained like it's been raining, and well, I'm a gangster, so yeah. All right. Okay, y'all. So that was done. It took me about 25, 30 minutes, something like that. The spray really is working good. They love it when I spray. This is another job that I'm going to be doing with the skid, and they want me to clean out around that building too. So I got to come up with a price for everything. This driveway is brutal. I can make this driveway a lot better, man, without even buying gravel, you know. If I hadn't sprayed last time, I'd probably be over there for another 20 minutes, 15 minutes. See, this time right here, I didn't even have to weed eat. No. That's how I like it, man. What is this trashy field you cutting? It doesn't matter what you're cutting, dog. As long as they're paying for your time, that's what you're selling, time. We sell time. You know. Now we determine what we want to do. I like doing yards like that. I want the mowers to do everything. That's why that's the freaking cornerstone of the whole business, man. I want machines to do everything. Because you damn sure can't count on labor to do everything. So, just saying. But it's going to work out fine. We're going to get a lot done today, man. It's just now 9 o'clock, so. Okay, let me cut a place to park, man. Phil ain't got here yet. He's up the street, so. But there's 3 cars here, so. Usually there's none. So, let me go on and mow a place for everybody to park so we don't have to keep moving things around. I hate it when all these cars are here. Usually there's not any, so, but I come every other Monday, right? So, okay, y'all, so we're pulling into this manicured lawn, yeah, I like doing it in the afternoon, but it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of moisture on there right now, so, hang on, Phil, give me room. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna get footage of this yard. Y'all been over here 100 times, and yeah, so put some country music with it, and we're gonna get it, y'all.
Crack a couple of cold ones. Call my baby on the telephone. Gotta get her over here before the sun goes down. Ain't got nothing much planned to do. Snuggle up, just me and you. Watch the stars come out as the sun goes down. And then it's slow kissing, fast breathing, hearts beating to the sound of the radio. Baby, let's go. Then it's a long night in a short bed Chevy. Country living is the only way I know. old dirt road is all we'll need tonight. Baby, hold on tight. Cane poles on the creek bank. Stay away from old sneaky snake. Gotta get a fire going before the sun goes down. Slow music on the smartphone. Belly rubbing, yeah, we're all alone. Anticipating the sun to go down. And then it's slow kissing, fast breathing, hearts beating to the sound of the radio. Baby, let's go. And it's a long night in a short bed Chevy. Country living is the only way I know. And it's a long night in a short.
Y'all see it, man. Y'all see it. I ain't got time to kick it, man. Me and Phil, yeah, we're doing good, man. But y'all see that one? I ain't got time to, yeah. Okay, guys, so, yeah, we're not gonna have time to go out to the interstate, but we're gonna go do, we got 2 more on the list. Yeah, we're not gonna have time to go out by the interstate. I'm not gonna get out there and so I'm having to look into tomorrow and the next day. So some of the ones that we're doing tomorrow, I'm pushing to today. It's just a big cluster, man. Can't stand it. But tomorrow, me and Phil will pick up whatever. It's hot too, man. It's like 93 degrees right now. It's 12:20. It's hot out here. So we're gonna do, we got 3 more we're gonna do. And right now it's 12:30. We're gonna be at about $800, man. Minus expenses, $400, give or take, is what I'll profit today. So see, I don't have time to go out to the interstate because Phil's got to be off. Phil's got to be. They got a doctor's appointment at like 2:30. So I don't need to be going away from the house. I need to be headed toward the house. So I'm pulling 2 from tomorrow and putting them on today, and then the 2 from today, putting them on tomorrow. It's constantly that kind of thing all the time, man, when guys don't show up. It'll make you crazy. It will make you crazy for sure. So